And that tent is just so bomber, you know, that it's going to hold up to, and we can get dumped on.
Hi, I'm Petra Hilleberg, and I'm here at the SHOT Show outside of the Palazzo, together with mountaineer and hunter, conservationist, father, and Hilleberg ambassador, and overall good guy, Mark Seacat.
Thanks for having me, for sure.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it's great to see you.
So you have kind of, you have made being in the outdoors your full-time profession. How did you kind of get started into, well, first being in the outdoors and then making it your livelihood?
Yeah, I think I grew up doing, you know, the activities that I do now for work. So I've always been doing it on some level. But I really got into mountaineering and I got into climbing and that kind of stuff. And I met Alex Lowe, you know, when I was, you know, in college, and he really left an impression, and really solid guy. And so I wanted to be a professional climber. And soon it was like, okay, I should take pictures, you know, of climbing. And so that was my goal. And I started working with companies like Patagonia and Hilleberg and Black Diamond, and just one day, I had always been a hunter, and one day I stumbled on a catalog of a new hunting company, Sitka Gear, and I had a bunch of photos that kind of blew the ones that they were using in their first catalog out of the water. So I reached out to them and just kind of started from there, and now we have an agency with 12 people in Bozeman, and we get to play for work, so it's pretty exciting.
And you're also doing a lot for conservation right now.
Definitely.
You have some new projects that you're working on?
Yeah, I'm working on a lot of projects on conservation. You know, we did a piece about the Smith River in Montana, trying to protect it. You know, there's a mine that's slated to go in the headwaters of it, and the opportunity to protect it's there, you know, so we're trying to do that. And we did a piece up in Anwar this August, which was a really great, you know, piece about trying to protect that area. I'm working on some bear spray stuff for helping to protect the grizzlies a little bit. You know, in Montana, there's most of the deaths that happen with grizzly bears aren't by natural causes. They live long lives, and a lot of them happen from hunter-related conflicts. So we're trying to educate people on, you know, the fact that bear spray is safer, and it's a better alternative for both you and the bear. So we're getting to do a lot of those type of cool things. Still making videos and taking pictures and traveling all over the place, but doing a lot more of that. And I recently have gotten back into climbing ice a lot harder.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of a cool transition to be like, okay, I probably won't do that much more anymore. And then it's like, I went out and did it and immediately got right back into leading and feel really strong. So I'm aging well, I think. So.
Right. Still there. It's like riding a bicycle, right?
It is, for sure.
So you obviously have used a lot of different models of our tents. I know you did a pretty cool thing on Denali, which was pretty unusual, that most people try to go really light, but you guys chose to go with 2 Atlas tents.
Yeah, we took 2 Atlas tents up to Denali, and we had a group of 6 people, so we were able to spread the loads out. But you know, it was kind of cool, because when you're on those mountaineering trips and you have nothing to do but kill time, like during storms, and we'd get the big storms that come in for 3 days, you know, we customized the whole thing as you walked in. You know, we had the floor that you could fold out. Yeah. So we folded that out, and on one side it was like all of our gear storage, and then we cut a platform for seats in there, and then little cubbies for everybody's boots and the crampons, and then we had a full kitchen on the other side, and then steps that went up into the back tent, which was just like 6 sleeping bags and all, just filled it down, and it was a really comfortable place to be. So,
awesome. So it was a good time.
It was a great trip.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was a great trip.
Some other tents that you've worked with, some other models.
Man, I really love the Solo for a lot of things, and it's really hard to beat that tent, you know, for its freestanding ability, and it's something that's like almost always my go-to. Yeah. This is Terras. Cyrus. Yeah. Cyrus. The names can be hard to pronounce.
I know they are.
The Cyrus, I really love that one. I do a late season hunt in Montana every year, and that tent is just so bomber. You know that it's going to hold up to, and we can get dumped on. You know, we can get a couple feet.
You can actually go and look for the bad weather on that hunt.
That bad weather helps the hunting, you know, and there's not very many people out there, obviously, and it's late season, so most elk hunters are done by then. But that's my favorite trip of the year, you know, just because you don't have any people, it's late, it's snowy, there's elk, you know, you get to see them in their natural environment and they're hanging out, you know, and so that's a really good trip. And it changes. I use everything, you know, we're constantly using it, the tarps, like, and yeah, it's a very...
Some of the 3-season models as well.
The NIAC, yes, that is perfect for like 2 people. If you want to go really light, like, and you're cool with like, you know, it's your buddy and you don't mind like being friends in there. And I'm a big guy, you know, 6'2", and like I have no problem fitting 2 people in the NIAC. So it's a great tent. It's really good. So early season stuff, that's, you know, a go-to as well.
That's awesome. Well, it's really good catching up to you, and we love hearing your stories and seeing what you're up to and following your successes and your movies and seeing your images, which are always great.
Thank you.
So thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.